How's it going, YouTube? Got FourthStarTCG here, and PSA has opened up another grading special. We got $15 per card for TCG cards. Really excited about this. It's great to see grading getting back to normal. So with this $15 tier, I have about 75 cards that I'm going to send off. So today we are going to take a look at those cards, show them all off, describe maybe for some what I hope they're going to achieve at PSA, and then hopefully we'll see these within several months. The grading turnaround time has been great lately. Not sure how long that's going to stay, but you know, it's been great. My $18 special is moving along very fast. Should have those back soon, and it'll be amazing to see those. So without any further ado, let's get into the 75-ish cards that I'm sending off. First up, Flareon Gold Star, the only English card in this submission. The reason this is going in at the bulk tier is it is not really in good condition, as you can see. Yeah, just edge wear, back wear. There's a corner. You can kind of see that corner right there. That's actually lifting. This is probably going to be a 4, 5, 6, something in that neighborhood. I actually purchased this off of a friend of mine who'd had it for a long time. Pulled it as a kid, I think. So will be good to at least get this kind of sentimental card to him encapsulated. So this submission is really just a mix of a bunch of stuff, all the way from E-Series through to Modern. We got a first edition Expedition Atsuka Nishida, beautiful art Raichu there. I think this might have a little bit of wear somewhere, yeah, a tiny bit down in the corner, but it's, you know, that 9-10 edge where very happy to submit these cards. I'm sending off a lot of E-Series stuff. I've been picking this up for a good amount of time. I think, again, there's very tiny things on the bottom there, probably on that 9-10 edge. But even in 9s, these E-Series cards are really fantastic. Got a Rapidash here. This one, I think, is a really clean card. Yeah, not much at all on that card. So hopefully we score the 10 grade on this. All first edition so far, I believe. Moving on to, I think, E-Series 2 here, Wind from the Sea, perhaps. I'm not 100% up on my Japanese E-Series set names, but yeah, we're looking pretty clean on this card. Probably another 9+ candidate. Yeah, E-Series, just love it. It's not really what I collect, but the artwork is so fantastic, and I've been picking it up recently and really enjoying it. Victory Bell there. It's from E-Series 3. We got 2 copies of Ampharos here, both unlimited edition. Beautiful Shinichi Yoshida artwork. Check out that swirl on that second Ampharos. Again, these are both pretty clean as well. I usually, for most Japanese cards, I'm usually only sending in, you know, 9-10+ candidates. And I do fairly well on that. I love this Slowking. Kasube art, I think it has a little bit of a print line. It's very hard to see. It's right, yeah, you can kind of see it right there. So this is probably a 9 based on that print line. But the back is really clean, so they might overlook that. PSA does overlook print lines every now and then. So would be nice if they overlook that one. Beautiful Sudowoodo, Himeno art there, fantastic. See the one Sudowoodo there, and you got 2 and 3. So you get 3 for 1. Maybe there's even a 4th all the way back there, but it's beautiful art. Again, I love these E-Series cards. Not necessarily what I collect, but the art is fantastic. Speaking of fantastic art, Hajime Kusahima Steelix. Another amazing card here. This, I think, is a very strong 10 candidate. Yeah. Very, very clean. Not much on the back at all. And it's a similar story with this Scizor. This is probably the one that I'm most hopeful for the 10 on. A beautiful, beautiful Scizor Love that. And yeah, we are really clean on the back here. So card saver's got some scratches, but yeah, you can tell how long I've been waiting to sub some of these cards because they're in the CGC card savers. Back from when back from when in like 2020, 2021, when card savers were so hard to come by. You had to buy them from CGC, so kind of hilarious. Yeah, so next up, we're going into the Japanese EX series. Can't be a 4th Star submission without some Japanese EX cards. First up, we got a first edition expansion pack Electabuzz EX. Very mint, very clean card here. Hoping for that 10. Another expansion pack card here. Got the Chansey EX. I sent off most of my Japanese EXs that I had sitting around in the previous $18 submissions, but I had to cut those down. I have a ton of cards I need to grade. As I show off this Golem EX here, very nice. I have a ton of cards I need to grade, but I just don't have the money to grade them all. My PSA bill is massive with the $18. I sent in a $30 sub. Yeah, and then I just got upcharges for my December 2020 submission, which is finally coming back after nearly 2 years. That's going to be insane to finally see those cards. But yeah, so this submission, we're kind of filling out the remaining Japanese EX that I still have, a lot from the ADV era, which usually sell for a bit less than some of the ones from the PCG era. So I just held off on those a little bit until we got a lower grading price. My Cargo EX, very nice. Yeah, $18 versus $15 per card, not a huge difference, but when you submit a lot of cards, it does add up. 75 cards, a $3 submission, you're looking at several $100s that you're saving on the submission fees, so pretty nice. We'll take the lower grading prices when they come. Next up, Metagross EX. This card has dogged me. I have the 10 in my collection, of course, but it's been very hard to get 10s on any duplicate copies. But hopefully, I think that's that little thing of dust is in the card saver. This one might get a 9 text, just a little bit of stuff in that corner there. Apologies for the garbage truck. So next up, moving into a couple PCG era EX cards here. We got the Mirage Forest Walrein. I always love this card. I've gotten several copies of it in 10, and it's just fantastic. Beautiful Kimi Masago art. Here's a big one. Got the Arcanine EX. Fantastic. This has been another one that's very challenging for me to find additional 10s of after I graded the 10 that's in my collection. But yeah, Arcanine EX, just an amazing card. One of the most sought after EXs. Altaria EX, another Mirage Forest card, beautiful. This is one I have been fairly lucky to get a lot of good copies of, so. Another beautiful card here, my Lodic EX from the Water Quick Construction Starter Packs, first edition. Really just beautiful card, really clean. Hoping for the 10 grade on this one. Yeah, this is super expensive in English, so Japanese copy is probably what we're gonna go for. Check this out, we got the Shockwave Constructed Starter Deck Tyranitar EX Delta Species. This ended up going into the EX Dragon Frontier set in English, but in Japanese it was part of its own deck. This one's pretty clean as well. Hoping for the 10 on this. I have the sealed deck, but I don't really want to crack it just to grade the cards. All right, finishing off the Japanese EX cards. Still have a couple more EX series cards, but Got 3 first edition World Champions pack Flygon EX. Really, really fantastic. Love this card. In Japanese, a lot rarer than it is in English. Power Keepers EXs are relatively common in English compared to the rest of the EX series, but World Champions pack, very hard to come by in Japanese. You can dig into the distribution of it if you want, but it was a challenge. So to get 3 of them, really, really happy with that, and hopefully we get at least maybe 1 or 2 10s on those. All right, so we got a couple of EX series holos here. First up, we have Latias from Holon Research Tower. Really, really nice here. Looking pretty clean on the back. So hopefully we achieve a high grade on this Latias. Next up, we got Deoxys, the Holon Phantom set. These cards are just fantastic. I had this Deoxys signed by the wonderful artist Kuki Saito in Baltimore. That was an amazing experience. I waited in line for a very long time. But hopefully at some point I'll get my signed Deoxys back, and this will just be incredible. Hopefully this will score 10, and then we can put the 2 next to each other in a pretty nice display. Another Holon Phantom card here, Kingdra. Beautiful Delta species, Masakazu Fukuda art. Truly incredible, just love it. Next up, we got 2 Dragon Frontiers cards to submit. These are very, very hard to find in mint condition, so really hoping for the 10 grade on these. First up, we got the Typhlosion. More beautiful art there. And next, we have the Snorlax. Both of these are a little off center, but I'm thinking they're still within the bounds of that PSA 10, and they do look really clean on the back. So we'll see what PSA has to say about this, but hopefully we're still within the realm of the 10 grade. All right, next part of the submission, this is a big part. This is basically all of the remaining Japanese level X that I have to submit. I'm making incredible progress on this goal of a complete PSA 10 Japanese set-based level X set. So really hoping to clear out most of it with this submission. So first up, we got the Electivire level X from Diamond and Pearl 2. Very, very nice. Again, most of these cards are very, very clean. Hoping for that 10 grade. Next up, we got Palkia level X. Very, very nice. Unlimited edition, Diamond and Pearl 3. I believe this was Shining Darkness. Next up, we got 1, 2, 3 copies of the Shining Darkness Dialga level X, 1 first edition, 2 unlimited. So actually I have the Palkia in a 10 already, but I need the Dialga, so hopefully we get at least 1 10 out of these 3. Next up, Honchkrow level X, another one that I still need in a 10. Very, very nice. These Japanese level X cards, they were easy to come by maybe 2 years ago, but now they're getting a lot harder. Hard to find them in mint condition, so I'm very glad that I picked up a lot of them when I could. Cresselia level X, I was lucky enough to already get this in a 10, so that's great. I think I actually have maybe 1 or 2 duplicates that I've sold as well. Gardevoir level X, another beautiful, beautiful card, unlimited edition from Dawn Dash. Just an amazing card, and was lucky enough to already get this in the 10 grade. So still got one in the collection, but we will always submit more. Got a Mesprit level X. It's kind of strange how these were all spread out in different sets. I think this Mesprit is like Cry from the Mysterious, but then the Azelf is, speaking of Azelf, we got 3 Azelf to grade. I think the Azelf is Temple of Anger. 2 first edition Azelf, 1 unlimited. Again, we're talking good condition on all of those. And this Oxy, I also believe, was in Cry from the Mysterious, yes. Uxie is a little off center. I would understand a 9 on this Uxie, but I think this is the only Uxie that I have. So hopefully we do well on that. Hopefully we do get the 10. All right, moving into the Diamond and Pearl 6 and later level X, these feature the double foil pattern, which looks like is going to come back with the new EX cards, and that's going to be really interesting. So yeah, we got the double foil, which looking like it's going to come back. Shaman level X, the land form, very nice, from the Japanese Stormfront set. Next up, we have Heatran level X. I think Japanese Stormfront translates to something like intense fight in the destroyed sky, which makes sense why PSA just goes by Stormfront. I think it's intense fight in the destroyed sky. I don't think that is a Heart Gold Soul Silver set. I think that's Diamond and Pearl set. But Heatran level X, first edition. I believe I do not have this one. I think I used to have it, but then sold it off maybe 4 or 5 years ago or something. Dusk Noir level X. I think I sent in one of this before and it graded an 8 or something kind of unpleasant. So we'll give it another shot. Regigigas level X, another beautiful card. I think this might be in my December 2020 submission, which will be seen soon. You know, just paid the upcharges for that. Those were hefty, but you know, I suppose I can't really argue with them when I got some 10s on really nice cards, which I won't spoil, but video's coming soon. Now the Skyform Shaman level X from Galactic's Conquest, very nice. Another awesome Galactic's Conquest card. Giratina level X. Lots of Giratina level X hype, or lots of Giratina hype with the amazing alt art that was present in Lost Origin. You know, what shocks me is that this Giratina level X is probably, I want to say 1/10 of the price of that alt art. This being the debut of Origin Form Giratina in the TCG as an ultra rare card. Really surprising that you can buy one of these pretty easily, you know, in relatively good condition, 30 to 50 bucks. But you wanna get that alt art, you're looking at 300 plus. So next up, 2 copies of Hippowdon level X. I've been unlucky with this card as well. I think I've got it maybe off in a couple submissions. I can't keep track of all the cards that I have off at PSA, but hopefully in one of the many things that I send, one of the many submissions, at least one of them comes back a 10. Next up, 2 Luxray GL level X, 1 first edition, 1 unlimited. Really nice card. Again, I think I have some of them off in the nether regions of PSA. But hopefully at least one of these comes back with the 10 grade. These are really nice cards, very clean. So that would be awesome. Another big one, Rayquaza C level X, first edition from Platinum 3, Bonds to the End of Time, I believe. Incredible card, really happy. I already have it in a 10, thankfully. But you can never go wrong with more. 10 growth level X, really nice here. Not one of the bigger level X cards, but when you're going for the full set, you got to get them all. All right, next up we got a couple promo level X cards. We got the Winter Challenge Infernape. This is a little off center, and I believe there's maybe a tiny ding in a corner somewhere. I don't know. Maybe it's perfectly clean. I don't know. Yeah, maybe there was another Infernape that I thought had a ding. But yeah, this is really nice. Maybe a little bit off center, but would be great to acquire this in the 10. We got the special pack. I think this was a Shining Darkness special pack, maybe. Empoleon level X promo. And And we got 2 of the, I think maybe this was a Temple of Anger special pack. Not 100%, I know it was a special pack card. Dialga Level X with the YouTuber special right there, the open mouth. All right. And the last Level X card is this Drapion promo. I don't know, I think this might have been from a visual book. Not sure. Yeah, not really sure exactly where this Drapion came from, but pretty nice. I'm not going after the promo Level X's, but I'll buy them if they come up. I actually don't think there's that many Japanese promo Level X's, so full set might be relatively feasible. It's not like EX where there's a bajillion different promo EXs and some of them are $2,000 plus. Next up we got, I believe this is this Indigo Plateau, I think. Promo card, really nice. I think this was like some tournament thing. Love this art. Beautiful, beautiful Celebi. Amazing Ryugueda art there. This one is not in the best condition. I think, yeah, you can see just some little dings here and there, some edge wear along this side. Probably looking at an 8, I'd say. If I were to pre-grade this, I'd give it an 8. Maybe we might scrape by with a 9. But really, really nice card. And yeah, again, one that probably would be worth more if it was in better condition. But yeah, going in this submission because it is not in the greatest condition. Here's this card. I really like this card. This is a Volcarona from the Dark Rush. I think this was like a promo that you got when you bought a Dark Rush booster box. But this card is really, really nice. Super happy about submitting this. Very clean as well, so hopeful for the Gem Mint 10 grade. I only have a couple of black-white full arts to send off in this submission. Got Tornadus EX here. I think this might be the last one that I need for the Dark Rush set. Next up, we got Thunderous EX. So we're doing Tornadus and Thunderous. No Landorus. I do have a lot of black-white cards to submit, but I'm kind of holding off on those for some lower tiers and stuff, or not even lower tiers, but just want to have more money. Shaman EX from Shiny Collection, really beautiful, very clean, very hopeful we get the 10 grade on this. Shiny Collection is probably going to be one of the hardest sets to get EX 10 full art cards from. I sent off a couple in my $18 submission, so when that comes back, hopefully we'll do well on those grades. Next up, just beautiful. This Reshiram is incredible. One is off currently in an $18 sub. I think this had some minor, just some minor wear on the side here. Probably a 9. If this got a 10, it would kind of surprise me just with that tiny little wear there on the corner and the edge. But a 9 on this card is still very respectable, so would love that. Final card here from Shiny Collection and the final card of the black and white era, this incredible Emolga full art. The holo pattern is just so nice on these, and yeah, Shiny Collection, an awesome set. Another really clean card. Yeah, so hopefully we get the 10 on the Shaman and the Emolga, and hopefully we get a 9 or something on the Reshiram. Next up, we got 2 copies of the Yveltal EX Full Art from Y Collection. I love this card. I think this is a very underrated card. Very cheap, used to be very playable, so it's hard to come by these in good mint condition. You can see the texture a little bit there. Just amazing. Yeah, I love this card. Been trying very hard to get a 10-worthy copy. I ended up getting 2 gradable copies, so hopefully in this submission we see the 10 once that eventually comes back. And last but certainly not least, the kind of 1 or 2 modern cards that I am submitting. We have 2 Japanese Umbreon Gold Stars. Never thought I would say that I am submitting to PSA 2 Japanese Umbreon Gold Stars, but in the wake of the 25th anniversary, now you can have it yourself. So these Umbreon Gold Stars are going off to PSA. These have shot up in value quite a lot recently. If you couldn't see that comment, I don't know what to say to you. But yeah, I picked up 2, and hopefully we get the 10s on these. I don't do too much modern collecting, but I mean, come on, you cannot turn down Umbreon Gold Stars. So there we go. That is the 75-ish cards that I'm submitting to PSA at the $15 special. I really have no idea on turnaround times. It seems very crazy. My $18 subs are probably going to get done faster than the $30 sub that I sent off. Yeah, so I don't know what's going on with PSA turnaround times. This could take 8 months and I'd be fine. This could take 2 months and I'd be over the moon. But we'll see. So, thank you all very much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and stick around for more videos.